Hey everyone, welcome back. I don't know what to talk about. I have been told that I should do more voiceover style videos. Apparently it's encouraged. It's appreciated even. But I gotta be real, I have no idea what to talk about. I mean, I could talk about, you know what, I will. I'll talk about my Tetrokagi already and how it's changed. Just a smidgen. It hasn't changed a huge amount. I have made one of my journals redundant. That's pretty much it. I did mention this in the favorites video of last week, but I am pretty much completely in the Hobonichi the grid notebook, the graph notebook, full time. Everything I do aside from media logging and the daily log, if it's a thought in my brain, it goes into the Hobonichi. I have realized in the span of a few weeks that commonplacing is fun and it is wonderful, but the way I was looking at commonplacing was very analytical and very logical, and I'm not an analytical or logical person. Not most of the time. Anyway, I feel like everyone has a slight thing of logic, because sometimes logic is just also common sense. Anyway. So I'm in there full time and I still use it very commonplacey. I have a key for the overarching subjects that I like to talk about, and I do really enjoy that. I like separating the thoughts into sort of categories. I feel like in the past my brain has said you need a different journal for every style or every subject of thought, and it's just not the case. It became, I got my conch pierced yesterday, that part of your ear, like the inside of your ear, and I keep accidentally knocking it because I scratch my ears a lot, apparently. Boy, that hurt. Anyway, I also, a conch piercing, I've had multiple piercings in my life. The conch piercing has been the most painful of all of them. Never again. I'm not doing my other ear. One ear is enough. Wowzers. It was painful. It was not a pleasant experience. Anyway, I'm being very dramatic. It wasn't that bad. It was no more. It was a different kind of painful for my nose. I think the nose stung. Whereas, again, the conch is going through quite a lot of cartilage, I think. It's quite a thick part of the ear. So, it was just a little bit. Maybe it went longer. Maybe that was the issue. The whole thing was just a little bit longer than normal piercings. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I've completely forgotten what I was saying, but the style of commonplacing has started to work for me. I have changed the key a little bit to incorporate my ranting and my personal journal or my life archives, which means my regular Olive has now become redundant, which is crazy. I never think that would happen. But I am thoroughly enjoying myself in the Hobonichi. I really didn't think I would, but I love it. I'm still learning how to decorate it. I'm still slowly figuring that out. I do think I need more tip-ins. I love a good tip-in because I just can't figure out the sticker situation. I obviously put a lot more photos in at the moment as well, and because I'm a backlogger when it comes to photos, I do a little stencil. I find it hard to decorate around the photo because, I like to overlap as well. So, yeah, I'm still trying to figure things out a little bit, but we'll get there. It's only been it's probably been, a week and a half since I started doing it this way, but I've been really, really enjoying it. The other thing that has been a bit of a struggle, and I knew it would, is the Midori One Day One Page. I did really want to do a photo journal. It is something that I have been re-inspired. This past week, I haven't taken any photos. I keep forgetting, or I'm not happy with the photos that I'm taking, or it's very much, this is the journal photo I took for Instagram. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I wanted something a little bit different than my Instagram feed in a book, you know what I mean? So I did struggle a little bit but this is the thing, I talked to Kate about this morning, and I know, Kate, you have re-inspired me. Okay, stop sassing me from wherever you are right now. Okay, stop it. I so I've been doing the 1 second a day thing. I got inspired by Camille's video. It was very beautiful and adorable, and I loved every second of it. And I've been finding it really easy to take that 1 second, like finding the time to take that 1 second video a day. And I was talking to Kate about this, is because I think with the videos, no matter what video I take, it will always feel like a home video. It will have that retro vintage vibe. So I'm not really worried about it looking quote unquote aesthetically pleasing, because it already has its own aesthetic. However, again, like I said, with the photos, I do want to make them a bit cleaner looking or a little bit nicer looking, and it's doing my head in. However, Kate, being the amazing person that she is, sort of virtually gave me a smack around the back of the head and was like, wait, just put a filter over the top of them and it's a vibe. And you're like, you're right. And then I realized she showed me this incredible artist that I think is a very cool photographer. And all his photos are in black and white. And they are very candid, like the sort of photos that he takes. And it was really, really cool. And now I'm thinking, you know what? A black and white journal is incredible, right? I've always really loved that. I've always loved the black and white aesthetic. Some of my favorite wedding photos are in the black and white setting. So I was like, yes, or grayscale. It's not really black and white, but yeah, the grayscale kind of thing. So yeah, I've realized that that's actually a really cool point. It makes it very, very artsy as well, or it has an easier appearance of an artsy sort of vibe. So yeah, absolutely, I'm going to start doing that now because that's really cool. So I've gotten re-inspired. I'm going to try and take stills of some of the videos that I've taken to catch up with the Midori. That does mean, I think, because I am going to go with a more black and white style, I might change the pen. I might stop using the brown ink and go back to a black ink to keep with the vibe. I'm not entirely sure yet. I might have to do a side-by-side comparison, because of course I do. I need to make it look nice. And January was always sort of going to be the experimental month, because I really have no idea how to use this journal. I'm still getting used to this journal as well. It has been quite awkward even writing captions because of how thick the book is. I knew that was going to be a problem. I'm not a massive fan of very, very thick books. I do find them to be an absolute pain to write in. But the book is so pretty that I do want to persevere. It is something that I would really, really like to do this year with the photo a day. So thank you, Kate, as always, for telling me to stop being ridiculous and giving me solutions. I am in constant just appreciation of our friendship. I really love you. Thank you again. But those really are the two things that have changed in a big way. I'm not entirely sure what to do about my my Olive Traveler's notebook. I might move my D&D notebooks into that, because at the moment my D&D notebooks are in the camel, and not a fan of the camel. So I might eventually sell it or give it away to somebody who would appreciate the camel with the random stampings that I've done on it. But that's really all that's changed, or all that's really different in my journaling and stationery sort of thing. Another big thing, I want to try again. Last year I failed miserably, but this year my intention is again to not buy as much stationery. In December, I did gift myself a lot of new stationery. Basically, it was just favorites and Modazi. I hope I'm saying Modazi right. And probably not. It's fine. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm still waiting on the original Modazi order, the big one that I did with Nerisse back in, I don't know, is that October or was that November? I can't remember. The last time they had like the big shop update sort of thing. Hopefully that'll I'll get an email in the next couple of days with the shipping price, so we can finally get it to us. It'd be great. But after that, I do really want to try and use what I already have. I really don't need any more stationery, especially stamps. I'm definitely on a stamp embargo, I think. Is embargo the right word? I hope so. I definitely don't want to buy any more stamps. I got my favorites order. You'll see the unboxing in this, actually. And I've been absolutely taken with them. I'm very, very pleased I got them because they've been on a wish list for a while now. But every time I go to like Some Things of Mine or even Journal Pages, anywhere that sells them individually, because I didn't want the full sets. I wasn't keen on the full sets. So I ended up going with the Favorites website. I ended up just buying directly from Favorites. Best decision because you get this adorable little box. That it was such a cute little surprise. I genuinely didn't know that's something that was a part of it. I don't know if it's like if you buy a certain amount or what, but there was a little box that came that fits them perfectly, and I refuse to take them out of it. It is so cute. I love it very, very much. So yeah, so I think with the mad amount of money I spent in December for my own Christmas presents, I'm definitely going to try and go on a stationery embargo again. I'm not going to be really strict with it because I think to completely deny yourself something isn't super good. Cold turkey on anything is I think not very productive. I know some people can do it. I know a lot of people who can't. So I think showing myself grace a little bit, you know, for my birthday this year, I do want a tattoo. But depending on my situation, financially and things like that, I might not be able to. So, you know, it's those things of, you know, sometimes it is cheaper just to buy 1 or 2 pieces of stationery over a whole ass tattoo. But anyway, so, a whole ass tattoo. I'm not getting a tattoo on my butt. That's what it makes it sound like. I just heard it. Anyway, it's fine. But a whole tattoo, I should say. So, yes. Anyway, that is something that I am sort of conscious of this year again. Is I do really want to just use what I have. I want to get back into pen paling again. I haven't been doing it, and I have been really missing it. And I think that's a really good way to sort of, you know, especially the pen pals that I have, we do often share stationery, and I think that's a really good way to quote unquote get the fix of new stationery without having to spend a lot of money, I suppose. So, and it's also really fun using your pen pal stationery. Like it's a good way to even get out of comfort zones even. So, and I just really miss writing letters. It is I don't know, there's just something really wonderful about getting and writing letters, like, yeah, sending and receiving letters. It's something else. It's just such a lovely thing to do. So it is genuinely my favorite part of the pen paling experience, is getting the letters. So yeah, that's another thing I want to sort of work on. I don't want to overwhelm myself with a bunch of new pen pals, but I do definitely want to look into it again. Maybe take 1 or 2 more people on if they are willing. I have ideas in mind already, but we shall see. It doesn't help that sending mail is expensive these days. Boy, is it expensive these days. So especially from Australia. I live in Australia. You know, sending anything, if you want to track something, like if it's bigger than an envelope, you have to get tracking in Australia. So I'm automatically spending $25. And, you know, that $25 covers up to 500 grams. It's just a letter. I just put too many wax seals on my little envelope, so now it's bulky. And now I'm having to spend $25. Anyway, this is rude, honestly. Anyway. So I will have to... We'll have to figure out ways to make things pretty without putting 1,000 wax seals everywhere, which is hard because I like wax seals. They are fun. Anyway, but that's really it. That's sort of like the journal intentions. Obviously, I have a couple of personal ones, but we won't go into those because this is not what this channel is about. But a weird, because this is sort of my hobby channel, so I'm going to talk about bugs for like 3 seconds. I don't want to go to, like, last year I got a lot of my bugs. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of my dream bugs last year, which is crazy. Like, in general, my goal is like 2 bugs a year on my big dream list. I've got a couple here that not really necessarily dream list bugs, but they just impressed me, and I was very taken with them. I think it's really fun working with insects because you're like, oh, that kind of looks cool on paper, but then or on the website, and then you actually physically get one. It's like, oh, this is stunning. There's like a secret color here that I didn't realize. The light refracts in a different way. It's very cool. So a couple of those I just got really excited about, and I was like, you're mine now. So not great as a business model, but also the bugs are mine. So I paid for them. So yeah. Anyway, so again, only 2 bugs this year. I'm hoping one of those bugs will be a giant beetle. So I only have, beetles are my favorite insect in general. I just love them. There's so many of them, and they come in such incredible shapes and colors and sizes. It's just amazing. But there are some big ones that I would really, really like to get. The biggest goal of my life will be to have a Hercules beetle. They are insanely expensive though. But maybe one day I'll win the lottery and I can afford a nice big chunky boy. But until then, my goal is an elephant beetle. That is the beetle of choice this year. And I am already very close to another dream butterfly. I just got to save up for it, probably for a little while. I've got a couple of events coming up that will run my bank account dry. But there is another idea genus butterfly. That is my number one idea butterfly. I love the idea butterflies. If you've seen my wall, though it has changed since my desk tour, obviously these sort of collections grow rather quickly, but I currently have 5 idea genus butterflies on my wall, and there's one more to go that I would really like to have, and my local bug guy has it, so I just got to save up the pretty penny that it costs. But yes, I'm on the right track to getting some of my my dream bugs already. So yeah, I think that's really it. That's really all the intentions that I have this year, which is nice and chill. I like to keep it chill. I don't like trying to reinvent myself every year. I think that's exhausting, and I kind of like who I am. So just little habits and things that I would really like to do. I have also officially stopped biting my nails for 2 years? Is it 2 years? Yes, it is. It has been 2 years since I stopped biting my nails, and I'm really proud of me, because that has been a lifelong annoyance that I did, or a terrible habit that I have. Currently they're incredibly short because I had a very stressful week and I did break and pick at them this week. So a little bit of a dip, but I did not bite them. So that's still a win to me. It could have been a lot worse. But yes, I'm very pleased with that. But yeah, I think that's it for the talking portion. I don't really have anything else to really say. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I know it's a long one, but I've also been told that the really long form journal with me's are really good body doubling. So I thought, heck, why not? Let's combine the two. Let's do a little bit of a chat and do a little bit of journaling. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Yes. Thank you.
fiction and non-fiction book with me, so I have something to choose from. And then I have the best of Sherlock Holmes. I have actually started reading this book since it is Divine Divine Stories. I have read all of them. I am not sure which one I am currently in, but I have read pretty much half of
Mom, why did you throw out this book?
Don't touch mine.
What's your there's one. Oh, what's there? Back your leg. Another one. Right here.
these.